All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to start at the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. All right, so James already know the history of what was taking place. He knew that the 12 tribes were what? Were scattered abroad. Okay, so that's why before he greets them, he's letting you know of who this letter is written to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. James wasn't confused with the fact that during the time, within our history, the different things that was taking place of our disobedience, our rebelliousness, us being under different nations and captivities, okay, serving our punishment for our disobedience, okay, going back all the way to, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, right, which part of the curse that was poured upon us, that we will be what? That we will be scattered, right? James was not confused of that action that took place upon us. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 40. No, not 48, Slakia. Right, so when we read down Deuteronomy 28th chapter, after the 15th verse is going into all the curses that will fall upon us, right? All the curses that will fall upon the children of Israel. But before that, when you read down to the first verse, I believe to the 14th verse, it talks about the blessings that we would take if we took heed, if we were obedient to the Lord, okay? But since we weren't obedient to the Lord, this is what took place. All right, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64, a part of, one of the curses that came upon us, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay? Now, you think James wouldn't have knew this, of the history of what took place to our people, on why they were scattered? As they read in the scrolls, right, the scriptures, they learned the fact that, oh shit, we went off, we were scattered amongst all these different nations, into captivity under all these different nations. So even though you had the Jews that was still in the Holy Land, okay, keeping the law, that you would have still Israelites still scattered abroad. Okay, so this is why he's writing this letter. So James chapter 1 verse 1, it says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Okay, my brethren, you see, my brethren. Let's go into this word brethren. It's Adelpho. It says Adelphos. If I'm reading that correctly, it says a connective particle. The Delphus, the womb, a brother, literally or figuratively, near or remote. Okay, and this is literal because his brethren, as Paul said, my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. These were Israelites. Okay, these were someone of your kin. All right. Let's get this real fast. Let's go to the book of John. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 7. Check this out. Verse 35. I'll start at verse 33, it says, Then said Yahushua unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. He shall seek me, and shall not find me. And where I am, thither ye cannot come. Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go? Whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed? The what? The dispersed. Let's go to that word dispersed. Diaspora or diaspora. It says from dispersion, that is specifically and concretely the converted Israelite residents. And what? The converted Israelite resident in Gentile countries, which are scattered abroad. See? So it says, whither will he go that we will not find him, or we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? So what is being said here? He's saying, well, is he going to go into the dispersed Israelites amongst the Gentiles and teach them? Is this what he's going to go do? You see? There's a difference. You know, because in the scriptures, you have two manner of Gentiles. Okay, you have your natural, your heathen, that will always be Gentiles. But then you have who? You have Israelites whom became Gentiles through their works, through their idolatry. Okay, through the customs that they were keeping. Let's get a precept on that. First, let's get 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians chapter 2. I can't think of it by heart. Let's type it in real quick. No, it's chapter 2. First Corinthians chapter 12, right? First Corinthians 12, chapter 1, it says, Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, still speaking to his people, I will not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles. A heathen, actual heathen, Gentile, will always be that. Okay? They will always be that of what they were created to be, a heathen. But you have Israelites that were in a Gentile state of mind, that converted back, that came back to their true power, to their true faith, to their true God, okay? To their true ways, law, statutes, commandments, right? Says you know that ye were Gentiles carried away into these dumb idols, even as ye were led. And this is another thing about how that big fuss, you know, what's going on between, they say the Jews and the Greeks and the Jews, you know, because, you know, the Israelites that was in the Holy Land keeping the law, they was going and doing things by what? They was very heavy into the law. They was doing things about the old way. Okay? The old covenant. And seeing the rest of their people in this dead state, if you will, this Gentile state of mind, they like, you know, and for them to start to receive the faith, they was like, oh, hell no. You know? Hell no. There ain't no way back to the Father but by keeping of the law. Okay? And they was coming in what? Through faith. You know? And you can read this, I believe, you know, the story with that in the book of Romans, the 11th chapter. You know, which goes into that a little bit. But let's go to let's type in this real fast. Heathen. Because priest Esdras seen the state of Israel, right? How our people were behaving themselves. And what did he say to them? What did he call them, I should say? Right. And see, when you go to the book of First Maccabees, this goes into to show you the this is a big ordeal of dealing with the Greek captivity, and how Israel became Gentiles, so to speak. Lord willing, I'll get that in the next lesson. So when you get to the New Testament, or when you get to the New Testament, and you're dealing with when it says neither Greek nor Jew, okay, and the Grecians and things of that sort, the Gentiles, right? That will pertain to salvation and mercy, okay? Well, this is the reason why that took place, of them to be called Gentiles and them to be called Greeks and Grecians, because they were Hellenized. They were Hellenized. So that's why the confusion when people read the scriptures, there's a big time gap of the captivities that the Israel was under, because without the Apocrypha, it just jumps strictly from, it goes from the you have the, let's see, it's after the I believe after, I want to make sure I say it right. Yeah, I think it goes from the Media and Persia Empire, and then Babylon to the Media and Persian, and then to it's supposed to be to the Greeks, then to the Romans, but it just jumps, it skips the whole Greek Empire and what was taking place, and jumps strictly to the Romans. So you have this gap and confusion that people don't understand because they don't have the Apocrypha, which in the Apocrypha it explains why the Israelites are being called what they are being called. All right, and I'll cover this in the next lesson, Lord will. So Salakia for mentioning it, but yeah. So let's go to. I think I actually went past what I wanted to get. Yourselves. Yep, the book of 2 Ezra chapter 2 let's start at verse 33. It says, I Ezra received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Oreb, that I should go into Israel, but when I came into them, they set me at naught and despised the commandment of the Lord. Therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Check that out. But who is he speaking to? Israelites, right? And as he's looking on and seeing their ways, he's like, oh man, you people are heathen, man. Okay, were they actual heathen? Naturally heathen? No. But the state they were in, the mindset they were in, the customs that they were keeping, spiritually looking down upon them like, oh, these people are completely heathens, man. So I just thought I'd touch on it through the spirit. Lord willing, hope it was edifying. So next time I want to say shalom.